What's up guys, Nekrews 51 today. We are back with a brand new video, and as you can see we are here for the start of my F1 2018 career mode. It's really exciting today guys, because you guys have voted my team and the results shown as Renault F1. So it was 5 votes between Sauber and Renault in the end, because it was quite close. But yeah, Renault ended up winning, so I'm looking forward to this challenge throughout the career mode season and many more seasons to come. But now, let's get this career mode started.
Thanks for coming by. I'm sure you're very anxious to get out on track. It's taken a lot of effort to get to F1. Congratulations. But the real work starts now. This is...
Claire, motorsports journalist. Nice to meet you. You'll be seeing quite a lot of me throughout the season. So, you had a pretty impressive junior career. How are you feeling about your move into F1? Do you think you have what it takes?
Let's save the questions for a proper interview, shall we? I'm sure you'll have a lot more to talk about once there's been some action on track. I think we could fit you in after FP1 if you're free.
That works for me. I'll grab you the second you finish on the track.
Remember, the relationship you have with the team can be affected by what you say to the media, so be careful. Anyway, it's time to catch up with Carl. He's waiting for you in the data center. Good luck out there today.
Welcome to the data center. Here, we've got access to all kinds of information, including car telemetry, weather, lap times, tyre wear, the list goes on. Plus, we've got a direct link back to the factory, so we're in constant communication with the team there. We need you to regularly feedback about areas of the car that are lacking and help us direct our resources in the most productive way. More effort here equals a quicker car, so it's well worth the effort. Good luck this season. Oh, and make us all look good, okay?
Welcome to your new team. Renault are a championship-winning outfit, and they've been methodically working to get back to those winning ways. Raw talent isn't enough here. This is a team that values someone who can dedicate themselves completely to achieving their goals.
Welcome to our viewers from around the globe. You join us just as today's practice session for the Australian Grand Prix is about to start.
So we're here in Melbourne, Australia for the first practice of the brand new Formula 1 season, and yeah, we're going to be getting out on track any moment now, and also that was the intro to the career mode as well, so it's really exciting. We're going to be meeting Claire after the end of FP1. She's going to ask us how we coped in that session. We should answer back hopefully some good thoughts. But yeah, we got out on track after a couple of minutes, and just to get to grips with the car overall, it's quite heavy, I'd have to say. Obviously it's quite different to the 2017 game. Cars are just a little bit more heavier, and plus it's a brand new car for us as well. It's a Renault, so a completely different chassis and everything. But yeah, after a few laps we did get to grips with the car, done some of the practice programs. I think I passed them all, yeah we did. There was only a few that I only completed but didn't pass them all. But at the end of the session we finished 6th on the ultra soft tyres, still 7/10 off the pace, so we've still got a lot of pace to find. But yeah, we just don't know what's happening with the engines. But let's go in to see Claire and get our interview.
Good day today. Tell us about it from your perspective. It's been a lot of hard work, but here you are making your debut in Formula 1. You must be thrilled. So how are you finding things at the team? Are you settling in? What are you expecting out of this season? Are you just aiming to find your feet in Formula 1, or do you see something more? Appreciate your time.
So that was clear there. We just got our first interview done of the season, and our sportsmanship has increased, which is good for the future if we want to get some R&D points to get more engine upgrades and other stuff like that we need to get done. But we felt good in the practice. Obviously the main part now is we need to get to qualifying and see what we're going to do. It's full qualifying, guys, so I'm hoping we can get into Q3. I think we should, but we don't know what's going to happen, but I think we have the potential to. It's really close, but let's see what happens. Let's go to qualifying.
Welcome to Melbourne, where qualifying for the Australian Grand Prix should be getting underway shortly. It always looked like the kind of track that asks an awful lot of the rear tyres, such as the frequency of low-speed exits.
Lots of low-speed exits means the rears are in for a lot of punishment. It's all too easy to spin them up coming out of a corner too aggressively. It might look great for us as spectators, as we love to see a car driven beyond its limits, but it's not going to result in a great long-run pace.
So as all the teams getting their setup and tyres ready to get this qualifying underway, we're sitting in the garage here just seeing what was going on. The weather is quite good, I'd say. I think it's light cloud to stay for the full session, so no rain expected anyway. And as you can see, Lewis Hamilton, the first guy to get out on track for this qualifying session. But after a couple of minutes we decided to head out onto the track and set our first lap time of this session. So hopefully we should be able to get through. Anyway, when we were going round the track, I did feel like it was a little bit more understeery through some of the corners. I felt like when I was braking as well, sometimes when I was brake, it would kind of lock up a bit easier, so I had to change the brake bias a little bit to see, so I changed it to 56. But yeah, as you can see, as we come to the end of the line, we actually run out of airs there. We used quite a lot of it, and that put us 9th, which was 2.2 seconds off the pace, which we thought was quite good. But when we head on to later into the session, it turns out that lap is almost the slowest lap so far, which is really surprising because our teammate was in the top 5, which is annoying. But as you can see, we had to get straight back out right onto the track to get a really good lap time. As you can see, we're already a 10th up on the first corner, which is what we need to do. And as we come to the end of the first sector, we're actually 2/10ths up now. And then later on we actually got a slipstream from Van Dam, which helped us gain some time as well as we come through the flat out left and right. But as we come to the end of our lap, unfortunately, 3 cars in the way battling for position held us up, and we had to back out the lap completely. So unfortunately for us, we're under massive pressure here, because if we don't get a good lap in, if this lap isn't good enough, we will be out in Q1, which will be an absolute shocker for us. And as you can see, it could happen because we're having to save airs as well as trying to go flat out as well. As we come into the final corner, we're 2/10ths up, but we're losing power on the straight, unfortunately, and we cross the line. And I think we haven't made it in. We've not. We're 19th. We start 19th for the Australian Grand Prix. What an absolute shocker it is. Oh my god. If we had that lap but we didn't get held up, I think we would have got through. That is so annoying. Wow, our teammate was 3rd in that session as well. That's a real shocker. But yeah, we need to go to the race now. We need to make up for it in the race, guys. So we need to go for it here. It's going to be full attack mode here, Paul. So let's go to the Australian Grand Prix. So we're here in Melbourne, Australia for the first round of the Formula 1 2018 career mode season. It should be an absolute thrilling race today, from us starting from 19th on the grid right at the back, hopefully trying to pick our way through the field. Some weather conditions today is light cloud with 20 degrees, which is really warm, no rain expected. And here are some places to overtake. This is going to be places to watch for overtaking today. As you can see, 3 wide on our F1 2017 career mode there, and also first corner chaos back on our 2016 season 3 career mode, and also that's Jones as well we've got to watch for. That's going to be the most spot we'll overtake at the first corner. And also the sports centre, where me and Perez had a brilliant battle through there back on our F1 2016 career mode season 4. But yeah, there's going to be a lot more places I think to overtake today, especially because we've got errors introduced into the game this year. So there might be a bit more saving errors through some corners, which you might see people have the chance to overtake. But yeah, they're the 3 overtaking spots, but you're more likely to see people overtake today. But yeah, everyone's getting ready for the start of this race. There's Romain Grosjean there, who starts 8th on the grid for Haas. Really good position for him there. But yeah, I'm going to hand you now over to David Croft, who's going to run you through the full grid order.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, and starting alongside in P2 is Sebastian Vettel. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Bottas, Raikkonen, Daniel Ricciardo and Verstappen, Sainz, Grosjean, Alonso and Sergio Perez, Van Dorn, Ocon, Pierre Gasly and Leclerc, Magnussen, Stroll, Renault and Sergei Sorokin. Hartley and Marcus Ericsson rounds off the grid. Now it's almost time to lights out, so let's go down to the track.
So we actually start 17th, surprisingly there, because there's quite a lot of penalties going through the grid, and I believe that could be for holding people up on the fast lap, especially in that Q1 session. So we've gained 2 positions already, which is quite good, so at least that's a few positions gained before we even start the race. So we got underway here for the formation lap, and everything good, just keeping the tyres warm and then keeping up to temperature, because we want to get a good start here, because we want to get past as many cars as possible at this first corner. Try not to get into any contact or even get taken out possibly at the first corner. We've got to play it safe, but try and overtake people at the same time. But as we come to the grid here, everyone warming the tyres up, revving the engines, getting some heat into the tyres. You can see Stroll there getting the heat into his tyres. But yeah, as we now slot onto our grid slot, everyone seems to be lined up, almost everyone now, and now everyone has lined up. So the lights are coming on here in Australia to get this first round of their F1 2018 season underway. And it's lights out and away we go here, and Vettel has had a horrible start at the front. I can already see Vettel really slow off the lights, and we've already lost the position to Stroll, which is not good, but we're going to dive down the inside of him, and also Magnussen turns into us there, and Sorokin tries to get past his teammate, but it doesn't work, and we've gained a position back on him, but we have gained another position because we got past Magnussen as well. Into the slipstream tower, also down the inside we go there on him. Can we get the move stick? I think we should. Yes, we do, but we go extremely wide, touching the grass, losing the rear end there, sliding through, going through that corner there. But as you can see, there's battles behind us as well, and the car's already spread out as we onto the grass. Yeah, that's the last thing we want. We don't want to get dirt on our tyres. We'll be sliding off the corners quite a lot there as we fly through the corner there. So you see, we've already got a gap behind us to Gasly, about a second or so already. As you can see, we go down the inside of Stroll. He doesn't seem to see us. He makes slight contact with us. He moved to the right and then back to the left and then turned right into us there. But luckily we got the move done without any damage. So that's a promising part. But as we fly through the fast left and right hander here, you see there will be a lot of overtaking spots here. I'm expecting a few overtakes down this spot here, and I think I can already see one. I think that's Perez and Alonso, I believe, going side by side. I think Alonso came out the victor in that one there. But yeah, obviously there will be a lot of overtaking at that place today. Expect a lot of, not a place we're expecting to overtake was here, as we go down the inside on Leclerc there, past the Sauber driver, up to 13th already. So quite a lot of positions gained in this first lap. This is exactly what we want to do. As you can see, we've got a Force India battling away with another Force India, which means it's Perez versus Ocon. Into the first corner they go, and they came out, I think it's Ocon ahead, yes it is. And they've got to watch out for the McLaren of Van Dorn as well, who's going to be all over the back of them as well. And also we're going to try and get the move done on Van Dorn. We take a dive. Will he leave us the space? Yes he will. As we get past the McLaren, he's on ultra softs, so he's on a 2-stop strategy. Meanwhile we're on a 1-stop strategy, because we're going to go super softs and softs to the end, so about 15 laps on the softs. But now as we skip later on during the lap, look at the McLaren behind us. We're going to try and make a move on the Force India, and look at the McLaren as well, with Van Dorn just ready to pounce as we dive down the inside there on the Force India. I think it was it Ocon? I think it was Perez. Yeah, it was Perez. So we just passed Perez, and as we come through here, this is Lance Stroll, I think. Yeah, it is. Lance Stroll seems to have a problem. I have no idea what it is. I think it's a, yeah, it is. Lance Stroll's got a puncher at the early stages of this race. That could be a VSC. So that's the last thing. Well, I actually do want a VSC, to be honest, to save a race to gain some time. But as we come through, oh, the Haas there hitting the back of Lance Stroll. Magnussen just turned right into him and just couldn't do nothing about it. But yeah, crazy stuff here in Australia.
Okay, got hit out of the race.
So Lance Stroll there, not happy on the radio about Magnussen. Magnussen, I don't even know if he tried to avoid it, but because Lance Stroll, he was kind of in the middle of the track, so I don't know if Magnussen could do anything about it as well. But yeah, he is out of the Grand Prix, one of the contenders today, which could have had the chance of getting some points, I believe, because his teammate started 8th. But as I said, the VSC had came out, and after that, and then what happened is obviously it ended there, so we're restarting again. Obviously the racing is back on, and now a lap later our teammate Carlos Sainz into the pits to put on a set of, I believe, the ultra soft tyres. I think that was there I seen, so he's on a definite 2-stop strategy. But as we skip later on to lap 9, the safety car has been deployed for an incident, I believe. I'm not sure what it is. This is Sebastian Vettel, so it must be to do with him, but it's not an incident, it's actually an engine problem there for Vettel. So the Ferrari driver, oh, see the Sauber went into the back of Vettel there. Vettel is out of this race. Vettel absolutely fuming on the radio there. He had a real chance to win in this Grand Prix today, but already the Ferrari engine has went up in smoke. This is the view from the Leclerc. Here she comes through, he can't see it. Oh, how the hell did he save that? It was unbelievable there, and how did he not lose a tyre? But now we're going to take advantage of that, because the safety car's out. We come to the pits, and so is everyone else. Everyone's got the same idea. There's Van Dorn putting on a set of ultra soft tyres, so he's on a definite 2-stop strategy. And I'm wondering as well, because Alonso has stopped, and I wonder maybe we're going to come out with Alonso. It's going to be quite close actually, because there's Alonso down the straight. It's a run to the line. We're on board with Alonso. So close. He tries to go round the outside, and it doesn't work for Alonso there. It just almost, it's basically the exact same thing that happened to him at the real life Australian Grand Prix this year, with him and Max Verstappen. But yeah, crazy moments there. But luckily we got ahead of Alonso, because that's just gained us a position, which is really good, because Alonso and us seem to be the same pace, or should I say the McLaren and the Renault seem to be the same pace. But as the field bunched up, now I believe it's Kimi Räikkönen who leads the Grand Prix as the safety car is coming in now. So we're ready to get racing once again, as we almost go into the back of Ocon there. Our teammate's 2 positions ahead of us, but he hasn't stopped. So he's going to lose out a lot of positions here. He's definitely going to lose out, but as we restart here in Australia, we've not had the best of exits around the last corner, trying to get the heat into the tyres. And Alonso seems to have got his heat into the tyres a bit better, and he's going wheel to wheel. Was in the first corner. Can we go around the outside? Yes, we can. We defend our position, going off the track a little bit there. And also look at our teammate. The force is all over the back of him. He's trying to get past him there. Down into the sports centre we go, and I think as Ocon, yeah, Ocon's went round the outside as we tried to defend from Alonso. He gets pushed out wide from us, and his teammates got past him. Stoffel Van Dorn, as we went wide there, Van Dorn trying to go round the outside of us there. We're actually on the grass for the second time round that corner of this race, but we've managed to defend off the 2 McLarens there, which is very good. But as we skip later into the a couple laps later, we're already at the back of our teammates. You can see overtake mode, Rich mix down the straight, down the inside we go on our teammate, and it's paid off well. So we're ahead of our teammate who hasn't stopped yet, so he has lost a lot of ground in this race. And actually here comes the McLaren of Van Dorn as well, trying to follow us through. Can he go round the outside? He's going to try it. There's slight contact on board with the McLaren here. Can he get it done? Yes, he has. He gets it done. He's on the ultra soft tyres. 2 more softer compounds than our teammate. And now, so we skip later on to a couple laps later. Van Dorn is on the back of us here. He's on a different strategy to us. And now we've made a mistake. Van Dorn down the inside. We're going wheel to wheel with the McLaren driver as we come through into the last couple of corners here. We almost bang wheels with him there as we come through. Van Dorn down the inside, and we don't get the best of exits, but we will get his slipstream down the straight and some DRS, and also we've saved some airs as well. So we're going to come back at Van Dorn here. Into the first corner we go, and it's going to be wheel to wheel. He just misses us there, and you can see Van Dorn gets a better exit, more grip, and now we're going to tuck into the slipstream. As you can see, look at the effective the slipstream is on this year's game. As we're going to try and go round the outside, but it's got to a point now where I think we're just going to leave him because he's on a different strategy to us now. So we've let Van Dorn go, he's on ultras, and we're going to go to the end. But yeah, after a couple of laps there, Alonso's managed to catch us up now onto lap 17 as he's actually challenging into the first corner. What a dive from Alonso there! But we are going to get, crucially, a decent slipstream down here. He's got DRS, but we've saved some of our air and put it into overtaking mode. And now we have to save it now because it's going to get quite low as we're going to try and go round the outside of Alonso. Us versus Alonso. Round the left-hander we go. It's wheel to wheel. It's so close. Will we manage to get round this corner here? And yes, we do. Oh, brilliant move there. Alonso keeping it in, but it just managed, he just backed out of a little bit there because he knew if he went round that corner side by side it could have been severe consequences. But a lap later, Alonso is coming back of us into the first corner, on board with Alonso here. As we get such a good exit, we've managed to get it back. We will have, does anyone DRS? I don't think he has, but I know that someone has DRS, and that's the Force India who's trying to get past us and Alonso. He almost touches the back of us, but in fact he does get past Alonso there. So the Force India going past Alonso, as we now skip later on, it's Sergio Perez who's that Force India. He dives down the inside. Oh, it's an amazing move from Perez there. And can he get it done? No, he doesn't, but we're going to go wheel to wheel round the right-hander, and we think we get the move done. Yes, we do. We keep ahead of the Force India of Sergio Perez there, but as we now skip later on, a couple laps later, we're actually getting away here because now Bottas, the two stoppers, are flying through the field. And what's helping us here is look at Alonso and Perez. They're going round the outside Alonso there. Unbelievable. And look at the gap we have. We've got about a 3-second gap. And is that Leclerc? Leclerc tried to get back on Bottas there, but as we skip on a few laps later, we are gone down the road at the moment, but we won't be when Bottas gets past Alonso, as if he does, he's going to try and go round the outside here. I think he will get it done. Yes, he does. So he's on the super soft tyres as Bottas, and only a few laps later he's caught us up, and down the inside he goes there. But we are not going to give up this position, as you can see, fighting back with a good corner exit there. And yeah, it's going to be hard to defend off Bottas. We're going to leave him for a couple of laps. If we can't defend, if a couple of laps we're still battling, we're going to leave him just like what we have now. Bottas goes defensive though, but look in the background, we almost make contact there. We have to go wide because we clipped over the curb and just clipped Bottas. Now we're into the slipstream with Bottas there. He's got DRS. We're going to try and go for the move, but Bottas defends that corner well, and Raikkonen almost into the back of us. But speaking of Raikkonen, just a few corners later, he is all over the back of us and actually just passed us there. So we fly through the fast left and right hander. He's got past us. Alonso is still right behind us there. But now we have got DRS and overtake mode available for us as we actually take a dive down the inside of Raikkonen. We're not giving this position up at all because he's on a 2-stop, we're on a 1-stop, but we've got to watch our tyres as well as we managed to overtake Raikkonen there. Brilliant racing from everyone. And now as we skip later on, a lap later, Raikkonen at the same spot has overtaken us, but I think this time we might just have to leave it because we've got to watch our tyres, because we're taking these tyres to the end, and we've got to battle with Alonso and Perez, who's on the same strategy as us, and we're all crucially racing him. We're not really racing Raikkonen at this point of the race. But now, here we go, Alonso is looking really racy here, and once again, for about the 5th time in this race, as he goes down the inside into the first corner, he makes the move, but we're going to fight back, round the outside we go, and I think we've got the move on Alonso, but he will have the slipstream. But look at the Force India, Perez behind, he is getting involved. Alonso, down the inside he goes there on us, and it's going to be a crucial move if he can get it done, but we have to keep on behind because we don't want to lose any more positions here. We need to get a good result to make up for qualifying. And now as we skip later on after we managed to defend off Alonso, but this time we'll be able to defend off Alonso because we made a mistake and he is coming back at us at the same corner as Van Don did about 10 laps ago. As round the final corner we go, we're going wheel to wheel here. And Perez in the background, just there to take advantage. We're on board with Perez here. He's going to take the slipstream of Alonso. We're going side by side with Alonso. 3 wide into the first corner. It's just like Australia 2017, the exact same cars, different drivers. But as you can see, we just almost made it through beyond to the grass. Alonso has managed to go around the outside of us there, but we are not going to give it up. We go to the slipstream of the McLaren. He goes really defensive, but we're going to go down the inside. It's going to be so close, really close here. We're banging tyres. Round the outside we go, into the left hand. We've made the move done, but we went really wide there. Brilliant racing here on the second last lap of the Australian Grand Prix. We made a mistake, we're forced to go defensive. Alonso, round the outside. No way, has he done it? No, he's not. We've managed to get that position back. Brilliant racing here for the 7th position of the Australian Grand Prix. This is the battle for the best of the midfield here, and we're currently in that position. A brilliant way to start off the career at the moment. We're doing really well. Hopefully we just don't lose it anytime soon. Alonso's going to try and go around the outside. Can we get the move done? He's going around the outside, but we have to back out as we get a good exit. That means Alonso will get a horrible exit around that corner, and surely that means Perez is vulnerable to get him here. So many cars in a slipstream there. I believe that's a Haas, a McLaren, a Sauber and a Force India. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars battling for the best midfield position here, and also it's for the points as well. But as we come across into the last lap, Ricciardo has crossed the line and he has won the Australian Grand Prix.
Nice shot, mate. Excellent. Very good.
Well done to Daniel Ricciardo for winning his home race at the first round of the season. But meanwhile, we come across the line to finish 7th in our debut race for Renault.
Alright, race over. Take care of the car on the way in.
Brilliant stuff from Red Bull today. What a superb victory. So, how exactly did they set themselves apart from the pack today?
Well, I think the track conditions just really suited their car today. Wind, track temperature, you name it. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature. So the more easily you can keep them there, the better your race tends to go. And that's exactly what happened. Their car just looks so comfortable out there.
And I can see now the drivers are making their way out. We need Red Bull fighting at the front. They do an incredible amount for Formula One. And that's another winner's trophy heading back to Milton Keynes.
What a season opener it's been here in Australia. Absolutely brilliant there. Daniel Ricciardo wins the race from Lewis Hamilton and Max Verstappen. A Red Bull 1 and 3 there, so that's good for them. As you can see, the Red Bull guys very happy. But Daniel Ricciardo winning the Grand Prix. But yeah, the results have showed here. Ricciardo from Hamilton, Verstappen, also Esteban Ocon in the Force India. A really good result for him, taking 4th there for the team. And also we started 17th and we came back to finish 7th, which is really good. Sebastian Vettel and Kevin Magnussen with the 2 DNFs there. I believe, yeah, it was Leclerc actually got a penalty there in the end, so he lost quite a few positions because of that. But what a really good race, guys. I really hope you've enjoyed the first race of this 2018 career mode. I don't know how often I'm going to upload it because I'm going to work really hard on them, especially just like graphics and stuff. And so yeah, I really hope you're looking forward to that, especially for the intros. If you've known, I did a FIA intro to this Grand Prix, and I'm going to be doing that every single race. So like this one for Bahrain, I'm going to make an Australian GP intro from this race, all the highlights, and I'm going to put it into the build up to the Bahrain Grand Prix, which will be next time out. So I'm thinking about maybe getting a career mode episode out every 4 days, depends on how long I'm going to work on it for. But yeah, I'm going to work really hard on this and make it that entertaining for you guys, for you to enjoy it quite a lot. I'm going to make this career mode season the most exciting season and the most enjoyable season I've ever made on YouTube. But yeah, guys, I really hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like and subscribe if you're new to the channel as well. Hopefully we can get to 13k very, very soon. We're almost there, guys. So if you're new to the channel, if you can subscribe, that would be amazing. Also, comment below what you thought, how the race was, and overall what you liked about it as well. But trust me, guys, this career mode season will be brilliant. As you see, we finished 7th for Renault. We're not giving up. We're ready for the season battle, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it very, very soon. It's going to be really, really exciting, so stay tuned in for that all through this career mode season. So yeah, I'm ready to battle with them, guys, and we're ready to go. Make sure to just keep watching this career mode because it's going to get even better every single race, hopefully. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and yeah, I will see you next time.